of impossibly high rents, and yet you just go down 880 a little bit to Oakland, and prices in some markets are still declining.
I remember being on Wilshire Boulevard in LA, and I was in a really good area, and then I was on a bus one time, and suddenly Wilshire Boulevard is not an excellent area, the whole street.
It changes, doesn't it?
It sure does. I learned that really quickly.
You know, when you go to different areas of the country, and I find it, and we probably do the same thing with other areas as well, they say the Bay Area. Well, the Bay Area is as different as night and day when you go to various areas. I mean,
Sure.
what does Marin County have to do with Oakland? Very little. I mean, they're very, very different areas. Good and bad. I'm not trying to, I love Marin County, as you guys do. It's a great area. But Marin County is not San Francisco. Marin County is not Humboldt County. And yet people somehow in other parts, Bay Area, it's just vanilla. It's all
Yeah,
the
you
same.
do hear that a lot.
Homogeneous. Yeah, you do.
And I'm sure Phoenix isn't just Phoenix.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what I think. That's the point too.
You going to give us a prediction for the Dow 2012?
Hey, you're going to love this. I did a radio interview at it was a station down in LA. They asked me for my prediction, and I do a lot of quantitative work, and I just say, look, if the market had a historical, just a normal run, law of averages, like the same thing you'd use in baseball. Hey, if a batter hits an average of 325 for 5 years, you assume, okay, I'm going to assume he's going to do it again. I picked the number 1422 on the S&P 500. And that's what the computer said. Well, guess what the latest high was on the S&P 500? 1422. This is the part that's interesting.
Lucky guess.
Well, yeah. hey, there's a little luck in everything.
Right.
But this is what's interesting. Is the moral of the story is that we've hit that number in 3 months. So there's a lot of optimism built into things right now. And we all know about Apple. But hey, look, there's optimism in Nike, Costco, a lot of different areas. My worry is that I think people have forgotten that the economy is still very fragile.
Yeah.
And you could come up with a lot of things that could affect it in a bad way. What about Europe? What about if Europe gets worse, which is one of our big export markets? That could affect us. Hey, what happens if China slows down? What effect does that have on California?
Well, but you've also been a big technical guy with regard to like the 200-day moving average and all that.
Oh, that's all uptrend. Everything is all
so
very
far,
much in an
okay.
uptrend.
Okay.
But I worry when people take, the market was up 12% in the first quarter, so I'm just going to assume that the market is going to be up 48% by the end of the year. Hey, wait, guys,
because
this
an
is not the
an object in motion tends to stay in motion.
Yeah, but
the physics don't work that way.
But what goes up must come down is another rule.
that's right.
I can't forget about that.
Okay, I'm on record on this. I do think the easy money, buy anything and watch it go up, I think that's ended. This earnings season is going to be very telling. If earnings are generally okay, you have room that this thing can continue to run. But I think it's going to be, hey, like I said before, put on your safety belts because I do think you're going to see some good, bad, and ugly through this earnings season.
Wow.
And if Nancy Pelosi is right and she thinks Democrats are going to retake the House and Obama gets reelected, then you've got the Democrats in control, and what's that going to do for...
Well, like you said,
Hey,
in 2014, that's bad.
Go look at my book, Investment Atlas. It's a history book of how the financial markets react, and when you have capital gains rates go above 30%,
Forget it.
the investment markets just flatten out.
Okay.
Because at that point, it's too much. It costs too much to invest.
All right, and that leads us to our thoughts for the day. Again, Ken Winans from Winans International, thank you very much
Thank you for
joining us.
having me. It's always been fun to see you guys.
That's right. We'll definitely have to have you on again. Yeah, it was a very good show. All right, thoughts for the day. Do you have any idea how cheap stocks were in 2009? Wall Street was being called Walmart Street. And Mark, you have a dog, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, listen, if he doesn't understand rollover, try first introducing him to an IRA transfer. But okay, tune in next week to The Best of Investing. We're going to be giving away 9 more free vacations for answering trivia questions. Our guest next week will be a very special friend of mine, Paul Kingsman, who won the bronze medal in the 1988 Olympics. You won't want to miss it. He's going to describe one of the most exciting finishes in Olympic history. Thanks for listening. On behalf of our team, I'm Edward Brown. We're wishing you the best of investing. So long. Excellent show, guys.
Awesome.
Right on.
That was good.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
good.
Edward, remind me. I will gladly.